Radio Raheem with Sugar Hill. You couldn't possibly be.
Hold on. They get used to all this technology with these cameras, so they need to go old school. Focusing on your own.
Listen, man, you have your shirt off. This camera couldn't possibly focus on that 12-pack.
That's why they need the old school way to keep up. This new technology can't keep up no more.
No one can keep up with this
physique.
The way I
train, old school.
Well, we saw Tyson Fury come in, and, he's a bigger guy. He doesn't have chiseled abs. He doesn't have, the cut chest. But clearly, this is one of your methods to the madness. Are you training to get back in the ring?
No. For what? I could teach it and watch it on the outside. It's much better.
Why do you have your shirt off?
Why not? I had it off last time. I don't know.
Tyson is obviously retired. He seems to be sticking to that story. Do you think if he has an opportunity to be undisputed heavyweight champion, 94,000 people came out to see this one. Who knows how many would come out to see that? Would you talk him back into it?
It's not up to me. It's up to him and his wife and his family. I keep it that simple. I'm a simple man.
When we saw the first couple of rounds, it looked like Dylan might be able to work something to the body, but Tyson shut that down. He was able to hold. He was able to make it rough in there. Was there any point in the fight that you thought Dylan had success?
I thought he did very good in the fight. It wasn't like a blowout. Tyson had to make adjustments, and it took a little bit of time, but he got the job done. I was very impressed with Dillian White, and hats off to his trainers. They did a fantastic job. In the heavyweight division, just one punch changes everything, and he got caught with one punch that was set up by Tyson, and that was a fight.
It would appear that an inside fight would have been what Dylan White wanted. Obviously, he's not going to out-jab Tyson Fury, but how did the inside game work for Tyson, and then ultimately an uppercut, which is the best inside punch you can throw?
I don't really know how to answer that. I mean, you saw it just as well as I saw it. Tyson fought on the outside when he had to. He fought on the inside when he had to. He had a mid-range game, and that's what it was. It was a little right uppercut. It was a 1-2, then it was a one jab, and then a right uppercut. Boom, good night.
What's next for you if Tyson really is hanging him up?
Don't know. I'm thinking about taking a long hiatus.
What was the best moment of your journey with Mike Tyson?
If he's hanging it up, we hang out together, so it might be time for me to take a long hiatus. And I'm thinking about it. If that's what he's doing, I'll join him.
He gave you great accolades in the ring after the fight, said you were the greatest trainer ever, talked about the fact that you made him the hardest puncher in the heavyweight division.
I believe what Tyson says.
Well, I mean, do you believe it?
I'm just doing what I was taught to do, what I learned from Emmanuel. So for me, training fighters and teaching is something I love to do. And, right now, he's taking a retirement, as he said, right? Mm-hmm. I'll take a hiatus.
You love to teach fighters?
I don't just teach boxing. I'm teaching, a lot of things, like cooking. Anything I can do, I just love to teach people because things were taught to me. So for me to give it back and to spread it around, it just keeps the cycle going, and maybe somebody else will catch that same feeling, and then they'll be able to go out and teach people just as well.
But after a performance like this, everyone's going to be knocking down your door. They're going to be trying to be the next fighter that you sent out to know the ring.
Ain't nobody going to be calling me.
Is there any fighter out there that you see that you be like, I can make that guy better?
For me, I believe I can make anybody better.
So is there somebody you'd like to work with?
I can make everybody better. That's just my personal thoughts on what I can do because I just love to teach. Mm-hmm. So I have to find some way that I can teach somebody. And everybody's different, so it's not the same teaching method with everybody. Mm-hmm. I have to adjust for that person.
Right, but when you watch fights, I'm sure there's fighters that you see who's like, what he's missing, I could deliver to him.
I mean, I can sit and watch fights, and I can say that, but I don't have anybody in particular that I watch that I'm saying, I want to train. I've never been like that. I just do my job, and if my job is well enough for somebody to want me.
Well, your job has been on display in front of the world these last few years, and as Tyson said, you deserve every accolade you've gotten. Congratulations on a great win tonight, and a pretty decent set of abs there, considering.
It's a little flabby right now, but I can tighten it up a bit and make it.
Wait, give us.
I normally don't do that. I just normally go like this. This is the old Adonis Stevenson pose here, so I always do this for him.
Radio Raheem with Sugar, Adonis Hill.